doing? Top Flight TV, Mr. Top Flight Films. Saneter, if you listening to this, I got some money for you. Let me come through. You blocked me last night. I tried to get on the panel. I made it to the backstage. And you kicked me off. And you blocked me. Why is that? Did you guys want an echo chamber last night? Y'all didn't want no real talk. Y'all didn't want no real education. Let me up. We don't have to be friends. I will be respectful. But y'all did wrong last night. Y'all sound like a bunch of old buffoons with a bunch of bad information. Today, I'm going to try to help you not discredit yourself. Y'all sounded like old buffoons who didn't know what the hell they was talking about, okay? Today, we're going to educate you. I'm not going to be too long. I'm turned up. I got a Celsius in me. Y'all know how I get off the Celsius. You dig? The House of GOOFYS, the House of Cons, had a lot to say about foundational Black Americans last night. One reason is because most of them people on that panel are not foundational Black American. So naturally, they're gonna have a problem with what's going on. We simply said that we're foundational, we're Black, and we're American. That's it. That's what we said. We didn't say no more, no less. And y'all niggas is in your feelings. Y'all had a 4-hour wine session last night. All because we said we're foundational, we're Black, and we're American. Slow ass Reggie, poor Reggie, did a dissertation reaching for the stars. All because we said we're Black, we're foundational, and we're American. Where's the lie in that term? Where is the lie in us being FBA? You slow niggas made it something else. You all are trying to make it something else. Saneter, you say Tariq Nasheed is your brother? Why didn't you call that man and tell him come up to give the real, get it from the horse's mouth? Why didn't you call that man? See, that's why people are done with that community. Because it's so much backbiting, it's so much fake shit, it is so much jealousy in that Pan-African community. You understand? Let me take my time, bro. I want some people to come in here. But Saneter, if you get this, talk to me. What you need, bro? How much money you need for me to come up there? I'm gonna be respectful. But you blocking me and kicking me off last night was disrespectful. You dig? I want to break this down uninterrupted. I'm no scholar. We just gonna tell you what it is. One thing I realize is these guys are committed to not wanting to understand what's going on. Saneter and Unc, y'all are saying the same thing that we're saying, but the hater in you, you guys are, look, no matter, you can't hide that shit. Unc, you can't hide it. Saneter, you can't hide it. You got an issue with Tariq Nasheed. Your hatred, your sneaky hatred of Tariq Nasheed or a powerful Black man. I won't even put Tariq Nasheed in this. You and Unc hate the fact that a powerful Black man, I see the slave in you niggas, a powerful Black man coined a term. You just can't get under that umbrella. You have to be contrary. You have to be on the other side of that. You dig? Y'all are saying the same thing that we're saying, that we have a rich history here in America. Y'all are saying the same thing we're saying, but you have a problem with FBA. Why? You all are trying to make this into an organization. You're trying to make this into some movement to where we need an army. Niggas don't need what we need an army for. I heard so much ridiculousness last night on that live. I heard so much ridiculousness on that live last night. And the conclusion that I came to, most of the people on the panel are just some old ass hating niggas. Let's be real. Texas Bama, what it do, mama? What's going on? Most of the dudes on that panel are old, hating Negroes. James Smalls spoke out. And he got spanked. He got put in his place. Niggas ain't fucking with James Smalls no more. Okay? Yeah, James Smalls, we not fucking with him. All right? Tazariak had something to say. Seti had something to say. And I guess the HOK wants to follow suit because these niggas can't think for themselves, right? So they wanted to do a 4-hour wine session on foundational Black Americans. Why are you guys mad? What are you mad at? The best thing about this, right, is after all that whining and all that shit talking that y'all did, nobody still knows who. We don't care who you are. We don't care what you got going on. That shit is a thing of the past. Saneter TV is a thing of the past. I'll tune in every now and then to hear the little nonsense, the little Bible study that y'all do back and forth when ain't nothing else on. But other than that, let's be real. When that Hidden Colors came out, that Hidden Colors trickled down into the conscious community and made you niggas hot. Saneter, Seti, James Smalls, all y'all would not have had the audience that y'all have had, okay? Because y'all blew it. You niggas y'all had it popping around 2014, 15. They had this shit on lock. But guess what? Niggas hate each other so much. You Pan-African niggas hate each other so much. Y'all are so devious that y'all dropped the bag. Saneter should be a millionaire. Saneter should be a goddamn millionaire. He's still on there asking for donations. Because you niggas hate each other. And y'all trying to bring that shit over here to foundational Black Americans. And y'all can keep that shit over there. Keep it over there, man. We saw the scandal after controversy, after backbiting. Everybody left, everybody was fighting, everybody came back. Niggas went to jail for touching children. Several people on the House of GOOFYS. And y'all talking about Tariq Nasheed? You talking about the FBA media? Y'all need to look in the mirror, man. Have y'all looked in the mirror lately? Moses 7700. What these fucking weird niggas? These dudes got names like Judah 7000. You niggas aren't living in reality, and that's why a lot of us bounced. We entertained it for a little bit. It was some good characters on there. We had the Power Rangers. They come on there with their crowns and they got tassels, and then you had the Wapians with the silver and gold, and then you had the Muslims and you had all kind of characters on there, like we was on a Marvel movie or something. All kind of fake ass superheroes. And y'all dropped the bag, man. Saneter, you dropped the bag. Don't be mad at us. Reggie slow ass, still dropping the bag. A lot of misinformation was given last night, man. And you niggas are mad. You niggas are hurt because y'all not popping. James Smalls, you're not popping. Your hotel was not popping. Come to find out. Listen, y'all. I want y'all to hear this. Come to find out, James Smalls is taking up a donation for his hotel. I don't know if his hotel is in trouble or what. I didn't look into it that deep. But he's trying to raise money for his hotel in Africa. That's why he came out and dissed Brother Tariq. All these niggas are scammers. And you talking about Tariq Nasheed is a scammer. How is he a scammer when you're on the House of Scammers? The House of Con Men. How? How do you say that with a straight face as you sit on a panel with the most prolific Legendary scammers in the conscious community, hands down. You name another platform that has platformed as many scammers as the House of Consciousness. I didn't want to get too disrespectful. Texas Bama. See, Texas Bama knows. Everybody knows. See, the thing about this is, right, I'm entertaining this because it pissed me off. Saneter blocked me. I tried to get on the panel, and he blocked me from getting on it. Cool. I've had my critiques of Saneter throughout the years. So he's still hurt. He knows who I am. He knows that I come with that real energy. Them dudes on the panel, they're scared of Saneter. They're scared they're not going to be allowed to be back on the platform. You dig? Whatever. Weird shit. They can't go in there and do Bible study no more. They can't go in there and debate Jabari. The Mayweather of consciousness. Please, Jabari, you're a scam. Jabari, you're a scam. I got hip to Jabari's scam. He's another one that needs to take people to Africa for tours. Even Reggie told you that. See, the thing about this conscious community is all of these dudes have fell out before. So they already told us what each one is about. They've already spilt the beans, and then they'll be cool the next week. But you already told us who y'all are. Now you sitting on a panel with these people, and you fake being nice to them, but you already told us they was a scammer. Romeo McCrory said, hating and competing with one another is diabolical. People don't know how to handle the power when they come to dialogue on social media. Listen, man, we are getting some straightening. I'm putting belt to ass, okay? My other FBA media people, they're putting belt to ass. We're clearing up this stuff. This is fun for me because it was funny watching these old cats, right? And I don't mean to say old as in age, because I'm 40, be 45 next month. So I don't want to make it an age thing, but I want to make it a mentality thing. This stuff that they're practicing is old. This Pan-African attitude is old. We love everybody from every country. I'm gonna speak for myself. I got love for everybody, all kind of countries. I don't use the word tether very often. You understand? I don't throw that word around loosely. But these niggas missed the point. The best thing about them missing the point is now you have to deal with the so-called tether. Now you have to fake like you're gonna be building something in this Pan-African diaspora. You're gonna have to fake. See, they've been faking for 50 years. What has been built from Pan-Africanism? What has been built? One thing, tell me one thing that they built. Texas Bama said, can't stand folks who always got their hand out. If we have to donate everything, what the F are we really doing for people? You mean to tell me James Smalls needs donation? You mean to tell me after 50 years of James Smalls being in the community, y'all are fucking failures, man. Saneter TV, y'all are failures. Unc, you're a failure. All you niggas is failures because your elder has to take up donation to save his hotel. What are y'all doing? Where are the Pan-Africans? Y'all should have got that money like that. Because you got Jamaica, you got Haiti, you got all this big Pan-African, everybody's just in this together, and FBA is hating on that, right? FBA is being divisive and breaking up this big coalition that's going on. Y'all should have had that money like that. Tariq Nasheed raised $1 million in 30 days from FBA money. That's why I rock with Tariq Nasheed. That's why I left that little community, stop and start seeing what it was over there. He can't, I think it's like $2,500 or $5,200 that James Smalls trying to get. $5,200. He can't raise $5,200. Where's the Pan-African community? Y'all talk about these resources over in Africa. Where's the resources? Where's the gold and the cobalt and the goddamn magnesium? Where's all this stuff, bro? Y'all can't come up with that money for that man. let me on that panel, Saneter. I'm gonna rip y'all to shreds, man. You dig? Y'all gonna have to kick me off of that panel because what went on last night was a closed meeting of haters. Okay, y'all don't want the clarity. You don't want to understand. You want to hate. It's very clear. You guys do not want to understand what we're doing. And the thing is, we're not even doing anything. We just renamed ourselves. We just adopted a new name. It's no more African American. You niggas are having a hard time with that. It's no more African American. All we did was rename ourselves. And you got people on a panel for 4 hours crying and whining. Saneter, I want you to let me come in. Play this video. I'll pay you to play this video. I got money for you. I know money moves you conscious niggas. All we got to do is drop a bag for any of you conscious niggas. Any of y'all. All we got to do is drop a bag. James Smalls was in the new Hidden Colors. James Smalls, I'm going to try to stop yelling. James Smalls just got taken out of the new Hidden Colors. You mean to tell me all of a sudden you got a problem with FBA, but you got paid to be in Tariq's documentary again? I was at the rally for reparations. James Smalls was right there front and center. Now you got a problem with FBA? All we got to do is break you off. I can have a rally. Let me stop yelling. I can have a rally for FBA today. I can break James Smalls off 3 bands. Guess who's coming? I can break Saneter off 3 bands. And he'll probably endorse FBA. This is the reality of that conscious community, y'all. Moses 7-7. We got to talk about the weirdos. We got to talk about the pseudos. We got to talk about the people that Saneter allows on his platform that spread misinformation, but they're mad about FBA because we're supposedly spreading misinformation. Moses 7-7 is a black dude who claims he's an Israelite. He lives in America. He so-called hates America, but he lives in America. He says that America is holding us back. We should not be claiming America, but his dumb ass is sitting right over here, probably in New Jersey somewhere. That's why we rolled out, bro. That's why I rolled. I'm gonna speak for myself. That's why I stopped listening to you niggas. I used to tune in and try to get information, right? And I'm appreciative for the information that I did get. But you gotta decipher the information. But when you got whack jobs, like Moses 7-7 on your panel, and you actually debate with him and argue with him on a regular basis, he's a regular on there. And then y'all got a problem with us calling ourselves foundational, black, and American. All we did, I'm gonna say it again, all we did was rename ourselves. We dropped the African American and we named ourselves Foundational Black Americans, and you niggas are whining. Y'all having a hissy fit. The hate is just protruding through your skin, Saneter. Tariq Nasheed is not your brother. Why didn't you call that man? You said some slick shit. You were saying slick shit about him. But we're not, man. It ain't Tariq Nasheed. But then you would say some underhanded shit. You ain't slick, bro. Why do y'all think y'all slick, man? Come on, man. Unc, he just doesn't like the term. He doesn't like the term. You dig? He swears Tariq Nasheed is a scammer, but he was on a panel full of scammers. He's hung out with the best scammers. Huh? Unc, you've hung out on that channel with the best scammers, haven't you? Reggie. I want to get up with Reggie. Listen, if anybody from the conscious community hears this, put me in contact with Reggie. Reggie, I want to get you on my stream. I want to get you on my stream. I'm no scholar. You're supposed to be a scholar, right? I want you to come on my stream and get that ass spanked. Okay? Please. If anybody knows, matter of fact, I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna find him on social media. I'm gonna set that up. I'm gonna pay him. You know it's easy to pay these niggas. You just pay them a couple dollars, they gonna show up. Cause these niggas are broke. They broke. We know that they broke. Most of the conscious community are poor. That's another reason I had to go. Most of these guys in that community, it was a chick on Twitter not long ago. And this was the saddest shit I ever seen. It was a chick on Twitter not long ago. She said, if you see those colors, the red, black, and green, run. This is what she said. I'm not saying this is what she said. She said, if you see a brother with those colors, the red, black, and green, you need to run. She said, because they don't have shit. This is a regular civilian chick. She knows how much bullshit that community is about. You dig? And the thing is, we knew it, but we justified it. I may speak for myself. I knew that it was bullshit, but I justified it. Texas Bama, you know it's true. You should say if you see a brother with them red, black, and green colors, run for the hills, man. Because there's gonna be a lot of bullshit come with it. I need to talk to one of these dudes. I gotta set this up. You know, and the reason why I want to set it up is because I'm just the type, man, when I hear misinformation being spread, I wanna at least try to correct it. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I do want to see unity in some form, shape, or fashion. We don't need your respect. Reggie even said it. He was like, so FBA doesn't need the old people anymore. No, we don't. Your services are no longer needed. James Smalls, your services are no longer needed. Dr. Reggie, Saneter, Sarah Sutansetti, Captain Tazariak, y'all services are no longer needed. Thanks. Appreciate everything that y'all have given us through the years. But that shit is dated, it's old, and y'all haven't produced anything. All y'all have produced was a lot of arguments, a lot of controversy. Y'all produced people like Polite. Saneter, you produced. You are responsible for Polite. Don't get me to go back into that scandal. Just because Inky and everybody else off your ass, don't think we forgot. You don't have the room to talk about nobody or nothing, bro. You have no room. Let me on the show. I'll pay you. I just want to talk about shit, say my 2 cents. You dig? Let me do a presentation. Reggie got to do his slow, remedial, unfact. We can fact check that joint. I want to fact check Reggie's information. You understand? Nobody has a problem with a Jamaican calling themselves a Jamaican. Nobody has a problem with a Haitian calling themselves a Haitian. Nobody has a problem with other people calling it a Mexican, a Brazilian. Black Americans are the only ones that told that we have to call ourselves African. That shit stops. It stopped a long time ago, but it really stops today. You niggas are feeling the wrath. The HOK, Smalls, Tazariak, Seti, y'all feeling the wrath. This shit is just starting. Why do we have to be Africans? Especially when it is a lot of people outside of the lineage working against us. Why should we claim that shit? Why can't y'all respect that we are a unique people? It was a dude that got on the panel last night. He said, this is like the Israelites. These guys think they're special. These people think they're just these special people. Guess what? We are. We are special, sir. We are special. And we're not superior. We're not better than, but we went through a unique transition that nobody else has went through. Our ancestors, let me tell y'all something. I went home to my mother's house the other day. Peep this here. Peep this shit. I've been on the journey, you know what I'm saying, asking my mother and my father, hey man, hey, do we got any Africans in our family? Most black people, most black Americans never heard about, I said most, not all, never heard about any Africans in their family. Most black folks in America, they never heard their peoples talking about their African ancestry. Of course, we have African ancestry. Of course, we have African DNA. Way back. I asked my mother, I said, hey, Mom, we got any Africans in our family? You know any Africans in our family? No. She was like, no. She was like, but we have a picture of my grandfather's grandmother with the slave master. A picture. They said they lost it. They said they got to find it. But she said she has a picture with my grandfather's grandmother or great-grandmother, one of the two, in the field with the slave master on the horse. The slave master was raping my grandfather's grandmother. Unfortunately, it's just been confirmed that I have some of the slave master's DNA. You understand? It's been confirmed by my family. I say that to say our ancestors, my ancestors, have been through a unique transition, a unique journey that nobody else has been on. Coming out of slavery, we've been resilient, perseverant. They fought so other immigrants can come over here. Of course we're fucking special. Why do you think the world looks to us? The world looks to foundational black Americans. I can go to a store right now. I can see some little hip hop slang in a Target. You understand? We brought so much to this culture. We brought so much to the American culture. And a lot of people that was on that panel last night, they aren't FBA, and they're mad because they were getting some of that credit. They were flying under the radar. Like, yeah, we black. When it was convenient. We black. But once it wasn't convenient, them niggas over there. But once we said, hey, no, slow down, we're a little different. No disrespect. We're a little different though. We didn't immigrate here. We can't get deported. Slow down. We got love for everybody, but y'all not like us, man. Okay. And we had to say this because early on we were embracing everybody. Y'all come on in here, man. It's hugs. We wore African medallions. We paid big homage to Africa. Big homage. You understand? We was paying so much homage to Africa. We didn't know nothing about this discrimination. We didn't know nothing about the fact that these people come from other countries and don't fuck with us. We didn't know nothing about that shit. I learned from personal experience, firsthand. A friend of mine, a Nigerian chick. This is a true story, man. Nigerian chick, Coke bottle, pitch black. We used to hang out. We was at a pool hall, a bar where we playing pool. She said I would never date a black American. She said my parents would never allow me to marry a black American. That was the first time I ever heard of some shit like that. Maybe I've heard it before, but that was the first time I really came to I was lost. She was darker than me. She was from Africa, the place that we paid homage to, the place where we said, yeah, I'm from Africa. Yeah, Africans. And she said this shit. I was flabbergasted. What do you mean? I couldn't wrap my head around it. I'm like, why? What do you mean? As time went on, I started to understand. You dig? Don't come to us with this, we're being divisive. That's all they were saying last night. They didn't say one thing about us being called derogatory names. They didn't say one thing about the Jamaican dude, I think it was Byron Donaldson, going on a Breakfast Club. He's a politician saying that he's not for reparations. He's half Jamaican and something else. He is fighting against our reparations. They didn't say not one thing about that on that dusty ass panel last night. All they did was try to blame FBA. These niggas are in a African fantasy. You niggas are still locked into an African utopian fantasy. That's not real, y'all. It's not real. Again, James Smalls cannot even raise a couple $1,000s. I might go donate a couple dollars to James Smalls. I might go throw a couple dollars on it, dog. You dig? I want to know why y'all can't help James Smalls get that money. Saneter, why you ain't take up a collection? Huh? Why you ain't take up a collection for James Smalls? Why you ain't throw a debate? The fight of the century. The fight of the century. We got the debate. We got Floyd Mayweather. Why you do something like that to help your brother out? Saneter, we know none of them people are your brother. We know that you are out for self, my nigga. We know that. Listen, people that have been watching for years, we already know. You care about your coins. You care about your little monies. You dig? Open your eyes. Do you have anything constructive to say about the topic? Don't troll, brother. Come on in here. Don't troll. Leave your comment. Let's talk about it. James Smalls cannot raise a couple $1,000s. And y'all want to talk to me about divisiveness and Pan-Africanism? Pan-Africanism can't pay the bills, y'all. These niggas are trying to build up Africa. It's like a cognitive dissonance. Living in some of the worst conditions here in America, but they talking about building schools in Africa. Make it make sense. That was like my exit from that community. My exit from that community is when I was seeing, like, we was in a height of controversy. We was in a height of, like, I think it was like the police shootings. And these niggas was talking about building shit in Africa. Why? When we got things to do right here on our soil, the soil that our family built, the country that our family built. Why are you looking to Africa? Shout out to them. We've done enough. We've done enough. We've helped out all the peoples, man. Like, we used to ride out for everybody. You dig? Open your eyes says, get out of mommy's car. You gotta come better than that, bro. So yeah, man, it was 4 hours of sadness last night. Look, I woke up this morning, I didn't even watch the whole thing. I woke up this morning because it pissed me off. I tried to get on, he blocked me. It pissed me off, so I said, all right, I want to hear everybody out because I'm fair. I get on this morning, I hear this shit, and my blood pressure was boiling. So I had to skim through it. You know, so I had to hurry up, skim through it. It was just so many lies, so much misinformation. You know what I'm saying? But the best part about this is now you all are able, listen closely to me, Saneter, Reggie, James Smalls, everybody else. Now you guys are in a position to where you can do your Pan-African thing and you can deal with the shit that we just disconnected ourselves from. You can go deal with it now. You can go deal with ungrateful people that gonna turn around and tell you you need to stop talking about racism. You can go deal with people that call you bullet bags. Deal with people that call you a akata, huh? What's the boy name? Maxo Cream. Maxo Cream out of Texas. Do y'all know that he was calling himself the Akata killer? Do y'all know that? This is a guy, I didn't even know he was Nigerian. But he made his living off of foundational Black American art form, cosplaying of a Black American. But he has a string of tweets calling himself the Akata killer. Y'all know what an Akata is? Go look it up. Do your research. Go back to the movie Sugar Hill with Wesley Snipes. I want y'all to type in Akata Sugar Hill. Wesley Snipes, you know, he was with his brother. They was in a restaurant. They went to meet some Africans to do a deal or whatever. It's a movie, but they put that in a movie for a reason. They went to do the deal with Africans. The Africans said, sorry, brother. Sorry, I cannot do business with Akata. Wesley Snipes, he scratched his head like, what? Akata? What is this? What is this Akata shit? He was like, Black American. I cannot do business with Black American. And that's when his brother took off on him. You dig? So what I'm saying to you is, it is not all people from other countries. But this is a common theme, y'all. We didn't know it was like this. We didn't know this was going on in such high volume. I didn't know. When that girl told me she would never, ever date a Black American, her parents would not allow her to date a Black American boy, I could not believe it. You dig? But I'm gonna reach out to Reggie. I want to get Reggie on here. I know he likes those donations. Send me some Cash App. Send me some cash. Nobody's sending me Cash App. You need to send me some Cash App, Saneter. Like, this nigga slow as hell, man. I'm gonna get him on here, and we gonna see what it is. I'm about to go look for him now on social media because we gotta get him on here. I am Black 8. What it do, homie? How you feeling? I'm feeling good, man. I got a bunch of days off. I got a lot of editing to do. It's a great day, man. I just had to come on here and address the nonsense from the house of goofies, the house of scammers. You dig? Reggie, come on my platform. I saw you go on, what's my man name? Afro Elite. Yeah, every day is a great day, brother. I can't argue with you. I'm very grateful to be alive. I'm grateful to be free and healthy. You dig? So yeah, man. Listen, I'm gonna go try to find Reggie. And I'm gonna try to set something up. I'm gonna send him some Cash App because I know he broke his shit. I know he needs some money, right? So I'm gonna send him some Cash App. I'm gonna try to send Saneter some Cash App too, because them niggas love money. Yeah. Yeah, I don't rock with this holiday neither, dog. But I will say this: I like this time period when my kids get out of school early, they get a little break. I get to be with them. I don't celebrate that holiday. I'm normally by myself on that holiday. I don't go sit with nobody, even my own family. I don't sit with nobody. You know what I mean? I might make something at the house. You know what I'm saying? It's not in the spirit of Thanksgiving, though. You know what I'm saying? I hate to be that guy. I'd be like Martin. Remember Martin, that Martin episode where he was ducked down behind the plate? He was looking up at the plate. That plate looked good as shit, too. I ain't gonna hold you. But I'd rather do something the day after or the day before. You know what I'm saying? But we got to get rid of this holiday, man. And that's not even on no pro-black shit. That's just on some right or wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why we still celebrate that. Romea said, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving either. Oh, Mad Lion said side cheddar. Yeah, Mad Lion. Did you see the stream last night? Did you see what they was talking about last night? Saneter blocked me last night. I was trying to come up there and give him some game, man. I was trying to come up there and set the record straight. They didn't want to set the record straight. Yeah, check it out, man. Lot of lies going on. These people have no shame. These people have no shame. I Am Black said, so we can spend money. That's all be just marketed for the consumers. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. This whole season, let me tell you, man, I can't wait till the season is over. I can't wait till January 1st. I want to get this bread out the way, get these gifts out the way, because, you know, my kids and my girls celebrate. I ain't gonna front. Christmas time, I ain't gonna hold you. I like Christmas time. I just now started liking it again. Back when I was a kid, I loved it. I don't look at it as Christmas. I throw in the Temptations. Okay. I throw in the Temptations. I will throw on National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It's something different. You understand? It's for the kids, man. You know what I mean? It brings me back to when I was a kid and shit was innocent and it wasn't as complicated as it is. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, National Lampoon's Vacation, that joint is just on repeat. That joint just be on repeat, dog. Temptations be on repeat. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. But shout out to y'all for checking in. I'm gonna try to go find Reggie's punk ass, and I'm gonna drag him over to my channel because I need to talk to him man to man. I will pay my money. I don't care, whatever. I bless him. Come on, bro. I gotta have this conversation with him. We gotta break it down. You dig? Now people starting to roll in here, man. I Am Black said, I definitely stand in the kitchen with my mama, tunes, Temptations, Commodores playing, and I whip up the meal, but that's it. Man, you know who got the best Christmas album, dog? The Whispers. That, I forgot what the joint is called. The Whispers got the best. I'm an old nigga now, dog. It is what it is. The Whispers got the best Christmas album, dog. I can't wait to play that, man. You dig? But it's all about enjoying life, man, and just savoring the family time. Look, man, I'm grateful, man, that my life is the way it is. A lot of people didn't get a chance to be where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't supposed to be where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I wasn't supposed to be where I'm at today by nature. By nature, I'm not supposed to be doing the things that I'm doing and having the things that I'm having. So I'm just grateful, cuz, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to I Am Black. Shout out to Mad Lion. Shout out to Texas Bama. I appreciate y'all stopping through. Y'all subscribe to the channel. I'm going to try to get Reggie over here. You dig? Romea McCroy, shout out to you. Y'all be easy. Peace.